Trese'S Sinag is actually a combination of these two items here. I don't have a replica of Sinag, but as I've been saying earlier, Sinag is actually a sort of a combination of the gunong, which is a Mindanaoan knife, okay, and the so-called northern Kris, okay, which is actually also inspired by the Mindanaoan punyal or gunong. But then, when you look at the blade profile of Sinag, it would really be like that of the punyal or gunong, but the handguard, okay, the handle would somewhat remind you of the northern Kris, which is something like this one. So there, if you ask me if I have in my collection something like the knife of Trese, which is Sinag, well, these are the closest items in my collection as per Sinag's profile. This one is actually made in Tabaco, Albay, here in the Philippines. Albay is at southern Luzon, here in the Philippines, and Tabaco is reputed to be the cutlery capital of the Bicol region. I got this one from a friend who was also selling blades in the area, and I really like it because the handle is made of albino carabao horn, so that's why I really treasure it. It may not be the most expensive knife in my collection, but because this dagger Kris is quite rare, being that it has albino horn as handle, I treasure and keep it. Now this punyal I got when I went to Iligan in the year 2005 as a fellow for Filipino poetry for the Iligan National Writers Workshop. So this is a souvenir from my fellowship. Is Sinag an important element in Philippine culture? Well, yes. As I discussed before in my earlier video on Trese. Trese showcases Philippine blade culture, and the blade there named Sinag is quite unique because apparently we don't have a culture for calling blades proper nouns or giving a proper noun for a blade, as in the case of Sinag, or as in the case of Europe or the West. As I mentioned before, we have Excalibur, the sword of King Arthur. So that's an example of a culture where blades are being given proper nouns. And I also like the idea that the author or the illustrator of Trese combined the features of the northern in southern Chris or Cali or Punyal. Jason here for the Hagbayon channel. Please check my other videos. This channel is devoted to content related to Philippine current events, literature, blade research, Filipino martial arts, particularly Cimarron fighting arts, Bicol martial arts, outdoors, camping, hiking, cycling, survivalism, and prepping. Thanks for watching.